Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Sorry this video is getting out to you a little bit later, but I was without my computer the whole day yesterday. A little communication mishap with the wife, and she took off in the morning for work, and I forgot to get my computer out of the car. So I felt really weird not having it yesterday at work, but it was also kind of nice to not be attached to so many devices. But nonetheless, I have it now, and wanted to make sure that I get this video out to you guys with enough time to look over the set. So last weekend was super fun. If you guys probably saw on social media, or if you were at a service, particularly the 1045 last weekend, we had two visitors, both named Ben. Ben Snyder came down for the 1045 and did a live message at Findlay, which was super cool. We were kind of scrambling around to get ready for him, but everything went really well. And then Ben Roethlisberger showed up, the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that was really interesting. But it was really cool. Definitely something I will remember forever. I'm not really a Big Ben fan or a Pittsburgh Steelers fan for that matter, but man, that was just super cool. I'll never forget just kind of seeing him in the back of the auditorium and watching him worship along with our congregation was just really cool. So it was an awesome weekend. But this weekend's going to be really fun. So let's take a look at our team. Made a couple switches. Larry's actually going to be on bass, so that's going to be sweet. Kevin on drums. Caleb on electric. Amanda doing some singing. I will be on keys this weekend. I'm really pumped for that. I've been just wanting to get behind the keyboard for a long time now, and Larry was gracious enough to kind of swap with me, so thanks for doing that, man. I'll also be adding some background harmonies and stuff like that. Ray is leading worship this weekend, so really pumped for you, buddy. Just excited to see you grow in that role, and man, you bring such an energy to our team and to the congregation, and I really am just proud of you and where you've come, and man, I'm excited for you this weekend. So we got Kit on camera on Saturday. Hopefully we'll get some people for Sunday. Laura Kane on computers, Todd on lights, Noah's running sound, and then Beth and Ryan are Beth will be shadowing on switcher. Ryan will be switching. Really pumped for that too. So Beth has been just a huge asset for this team, just kind of stepping in wherever needed. And you guys probably may have seen the email from Ryan come through about June being his last month at the Creek. It's a really bittersweet thing for a lot of us. Ryan's honestly been around longer than I've been in Findlay, so I'm sure it's even more bittersweet to people like Chris, who opened the campus. Ryan was at Findlay, pretty much when the campus opened. So, but their family's transitioning to a different city, and man, we're gonna be sad to see you go, but we just are pumped for this season that God has you in right now, and Ryan will definitely not be a stranger. I'm sure from time to time he'll come back and maybe do a weekend or something like that. So, we'll send you off the proper way and make sure that we get a good celebration for you. I think you serve another time this month, so we'll arrange something good for you, man. But yeah, we're excited to see Beth step into that role, and so thanks for both of you for doing that, and Ryan, thanks for helping out with the training and just showing her everything that you've learned over the last 5 years. So, alrighty, well, let's take a look at the service. There is kind of one complicated element that I want to talk through. We'll get there. First thing I want to mention is this in production details. This is basically for Ryan and Beth. The local playback. This will be a local playback of a backup taping with Living as One. No stream from Perrysburg. So this weekend, Ben will be out of town, so he's doing he's recording the message, and then that's what we're going to play at all of our campuses. So it won't look any differently to us since we typically get a stream anyways, but Perrysburg will also have a recorded message. So the only difference is instead of pulling that video into Pro Presenter, we're actually going to be playing it through Living as One. So it's just, it will feel the same. It'll look the same. We'll still be able to get time cues and all that stuff. It's just we're running it through the new system. So, all right. I just want to make sure I communicate that. All right, we got our countdown, 5-minute countdown into the song Joy by For King Country. We are doing this version here. It's down just a half step. Should be a little bit easier to play for our musicians as well. Not a lot of like flats and weird notes. So it'll be super fun. We'll get some good vocals going on in that. We ran that on Monday afternoon, and it was really, really cool. The light show was awesome for it too. So excited for that. Camp Sos Welcome. Into Grateful. Nothing new there. Song we've done many times. And then into the brand new song Bigger Than I Thought. So Ray, what we're looking for this is a quick song setup. I think we'll have to test it out tomorrow, but I think the intro may be even shorter than what's currently on Planning Center. But, basically we're looking for something like hey, we sang the song last week, and the song has just been a huge... It's impacted me so much this week, when I think about the things that I'm going through, to know that God just wants us to give him our fears and our doubts, because God is so much stronger and bigger than we could ever imagine. Something like that. So be thinking about that. Just be prayerful about, the words that you want God to speak through there, but also be strategic in terms of having it fit within the 20 seconds or whatever that you have to say it. So we can work together on that if you want, buddy. But just a way to kind of draw people into the experience and, recognize the fact that, yes, this is a new song. But I think it's, from playing it last week, I think it's a fairly easy song to catch on to. So I'm excited to play it again this weekend. From there, we'll have our Vision Cast, talking about groups. And then we'll head over to our recorded message through LA1. So that'll be cool. All right, so here's the complicated element. And I may not even be 100% on this, but this is what was communicated to me. The message will be played locally for all services, so we got that. Now, closing. This is all going to be recorded, I believe, in the video. Ben is going to, towards the end of his message, there will be some musicians that come out, and they're going to do this like teaching element with Bigger Than I Thought, where they play the chorus, they do the bridge. Ben's going to teach it, and then at some point in time they're going to hand that song off to us, which means they'll be sending through, click and all that stuff. So Noah will have to make sure that we get, come the weekend, or actually we can probably test it on Wednesday, since the pre-record should hopefully be done by then. We can maybe get levels and make sure that we're getting click coming through or something from Perrysburg. But essentially, they're gonna do part of the bridge, and then they're gonna hand it over to us to finish the song. So we've done things like that before. It's a little tricky, but I have 100% confidence that we'll be able to do it. So then we'll do the bridge to the end, and then there's this "I Surrender All" tag. This is completely freeform. So Ray and Amanda, if it just wants to be just Ray, or Amanda, if you want to add harmonies, or I can even add another set of harmonies, whatever the case. But I'll lead you guys through that. That'll basically just be piano and vocals. Okay. So just make sure you listen to that. And then we got our send off, and then into our post jam. Post jam this weekend. We can figure out what we want to do. We jammed out on Bigger Than I Thought last weekend. It was pretty cool. If we're already going to be on stage, we might think about doing that again. But we can decide that tomorrow during practice. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I know this part's kind of tricky. I'm still trying to get a little bit of clarity on that. Again, I sent you guys an email earlier, just trying to get some clarity on a couple of different things before I sent the video out. I originally had some stuff in different keys and talked to Nate about it and realized that it wasn't going to work, so I ended up putting things back. So if you were confused about arrangements that were in Playing Center, I apologize for that, but we are going to stick with the original keys for this stuff. Okay? All right, guys. I'll see most of you tomorrow, and I'll see the rest of you this weekend. Love you all.